All right. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, you're making your radio debut.
Nobody can see. They can only see your face right now on our webpage.
Why do they only have to see my face?
Because we haven't
Nobody
gone
wants to
live on
see
the
that.
radio yet. We're going live right about now.
Nobody wants to see that.
Quiet on the set.
Oh, God, put that. It's too big.
There we go. Welcome back, Bremer and Jones. My way, your way, anything goes tonight. Welcome in to season number 2. And why is that so important, you might ask? Look at that beautiful gal right there.
Oh, man, what happened?
That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. This is 21.6 The Net. Of course, well, I don't know. I've got it all squeezed up. It doesn't look good. Let's get out of that. Welcome back to Anything Goes right here at 21.6 The Net. I tried up there, but we're doing some new producing here in studio. This is Anything Goes season 2. We've been gone for, I don't know, 5 weeks or so.
5 weeks. We had to take
at least,
a
right?
hiatus, just like they do in the real world.
Yeah, in the real world.
And some changes. We have a new co-host.
Big changes. You may not notice, but I want you to notice right there. We've got Sir Elton John. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at this boy.
Elton John has graced our studios. For all of you out there listening, he's right here.
Chewing on my finger.
Chewing on Don's finger. Elton John, of course, the newest member of the Bremer family.
And the Bremer team.
And the
He's
Bremer
at
team.
the Bremer team office every day. That's right. He is our official new Bremer team mascot. And so you can stop in and see him. He does attract a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants to come in and have some.
Yeah.
Now, normally he sits quietly, but why is he acting like this, Kent?
So you bring Elton in, and Elton he's this most chill dog. He just kind of sits there and is just chill, loves being around people, loves being around Dawn. And so she goes, here, hold him for a minute. So I did, and I sniffed him a little bit, and
you sniffed his butt.
I made a couple of dog noises, and the next thing you know, he remembered he was a dog. He is so playful right now. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I love life.
He's like, oh yeah, right. While we're doing a show, I'm not going to lay here and be quiet.
It is so good.
I'm going to chew my mom's arm.
It is so good. So what's new? What's going on? Why is this season 2 better than any season that we've ever had? We've totally revamped the show. Dawn and I got together and we said, you know what? We're tired of trying to find guests for the show.
Right.
We love all of our guests, and you know what?
Guys.
The door is always open, and if you come in,
we will have people.
Yes,
we will, and we may take the show on the road.
We could take it on the road. There's going to be some crazy things happening in season 2, and again, it still stands. If you come into studio, just make sure you got a little swag for us,
or if we come by you, you have to feed us
a little swag or
swag
feed
us.
Yep.
And
and so what we've decided, Dawn had a show called Whining with Dawn, and what we decided is kind of blend the two. So you'll see that tonight the show is we've got a nice Panache Lane flamboyant white wine from California.
On the front of it?
And we've got this because there is a beautiful bulldog. So this show has gone to the dogs. We got Elton John over here taking shots. We've got
eating me.
That is fantastic. So I'll open the wine, and what we're going to do is we're going to have wine in our solo cups.
Yep.
And we're going to taste it throughout the show, and then towards the end of the show, we'll give it the Anything Goes rating.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, here's mine. Fill my nose.
All right.
So, and the other thing we decided that we wanted to do with our show is we wanted to talk more about current issues, right?
Yes.
We wanted to talk about what's going on, and let's be honest, everybody, Kent has no clue what's going on in the world.
I try to stay away from most things in the world.
And so I thought it would be good for him to have to read the newspaper once in a while or watch the news. So we have decided to start talking about some current issues, right?
We're going to talk about weird things. We're going to ask you, what would you do? We're going to try to go through as much current event stuff.
Correct.
Not necessarily cutting edge, things that make people argue, like on civil tension, but instead, hey, you've seen this, you've followed this story. What are your thoughts? Right. What are our thoughts?
We're going to put a link, right? So if people want to join us,
if they want to, sure.
Look, we'll share a link. And you can be part of the discussion, because I know the discussion we're talking about tonight, both discussions that we're talking about, are going to be controversial.
Absolutely. Of course, you're always welcome to throw comments right into the old comment box, and be part of the show that way. However, what I will say is, if you do take this link that we just posted in the comments, and I'll put up in front of everybody. Hey, Ashley, yes, the puppy is in.
Ashley, you have to come get this puppy, because Ken broke the puppy.
I broke him.
I mean, I've never seen him like this ever. People have asked me if he's sick, because
he is so fantastic.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, buddy.
What did you do?
That's it, buddy.
All right.
Okay. Buddy.
So
don't eat the microphone.
Here,
right?
Eat this.
So if you copy that link, get out of any social media that you're in, and go onto your browser, and you can come in the link that way and be part of the show. Even if it's for a couple minutes, you have a couple thoughts or whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just join us. That's anything goes.
Yes.
Anything goes.
So before we get into our actual topic that we're talking about tonight, I also want to talk about a journey that you and I are going on together.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So why don't we talk about that?
Yeah. So Dawn and I are the picture of just perfect health.
No.
Yeah, we're the before picture.
Yes, we're the before what perfect health is. So basically, what has happened is we have decided that we are fatties.
Yep.
And we're old fatties.
Yep.
We're both over 50.
Both over 50.
Some of us are much older 50.
Yeah, I would be. I'm not as young and vibrant as you are.
That's right. And we have decided we are too fat for ourselves. And
we are going to be bringing in, at least once a month, but maybe if he wants to join the show, it's fine too, Mike McKay, I guess.
I think his name is McKay.
MCKAY, I guess.
Yeah.
McKay,
Yes.
Mackey, I don't know.
He can't read either, people.
Right.
We're gonna fix
so
that
Mike is a personal trainer, and he's accepted the challenge to help us get healthier.
Correct. Now,
and
we've started this a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we have.
We are accountable to each other.
Yep.
We sometimes send photos of our food and what we're eating. And I hate
your
you
dog
more
is
than
great.
anything right now. Look at this. It's my favorite sweater.
Here, you want me to take him?
Yes, take him.
Come here, bud.
For the love of God.
Come here, bud.
Do your puppy magic here. Here's the bone. So we've talked about how we've taken photos. I swear to God, he's now just sitting there. If we,
he's eating my beard. Actually.
We're taking photos of our food and whatnot, but we started off talking about how heavy we are. I am happy to say I'm down 14 pounds.
That's awesome.
So
I am not.
Are you down anything?
I am down 4.
4 is good.
Yeah.
4 is
it's
good.
A good start.
So we would love for people to do this journey with us. And if you want us to hold you accountable, we'll hold you accountable. My dog is totally eating his face, and I'm totally loving this right now. And so we're going to hold other people accountable, right? Because it's the truth. Let's be honest. We both have a business where we network a lot.
Yeah.
And
late hours.
We eat weird foods.
On the go.
On the goes, we're invited to mixers where there's food and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
We have how many networking events? I mean, I'm in, I don't know, 2 networking groups, and they're all surrounded at a restaurant eating food. So we're eating food there. We're constantly
You're good. Oh, and we're back.
Oh, we're back?
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Ashley, you want to be in the accountable group? We got you in.
Yep.
So it's important for us because
doing,
I
bud.
don't think a lot of people admit that they're fat.
Right.
And I am fat.
Yeah. Oh, I am. I know I am.
And so
Now I've seen pictures from your younger days.
oh my God, I was hot.
You were not.
I mean, I would date myself.
You were not fat.
I was not fat.
You and I were. I graduated. High school at a whopping 145 pounds.
Damn.
I was a rail.
You really did.
I've eaten that person since. I've actually eaten that person.
Well, it's a shame because the truth is I feel like I have, and this is probably the same for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I feel like I have my shit together. Most of the time,
yeah.
I am a successful businesswoman.
Very, very successful.
I can put a fundraiser together.
Yeah.
I can put networking groups together. I serve on boards. I am the school board president.
For crying out loud.
Everything I can do, I can succeed at, except when it comes for me. When it comes for me,
Fred, I was 145 in kindergarten.
But I'm just like everybody else. I think when it comes to putting me as a priority, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
Hard. Well, and you've got the 3 children.
I do. I have children and a puppy that apparently is psychotic.
Now it is.
So I mean, you broke it.
I really broke her dog. This dog. People thought the dog was sick or something because
it doesn't move.
It doesn't move, and now this boy is.
Won't stop.
I figured him out.
Maybe it's stage fright.
I figured him out. Yeah, he might be first time on air, a little nervous.
Nervous. I'm just gonna let him eat my arm.
Not sure what to do.
No, it's not. It's painful.
That's it.
So anyway, so we're gonna have that journey, and we're gonna talk about it. In fact, this wine that we're having is low sugar. Low sugar
wine.
Yeah. How does it taste?
No, it's good. It's very good.
I haven't tried it yet because I'm being attacked
it's sweet.
by a psycho.
It's sweet. Just
right.
tell him. Shh. That's it.
He likes to lay down on my bosom.
There you go. I think we all do.
It's available if anybody wants to lay on.
If I get a little rowdy and you see me just laying on her bosom, that's because it's very soothing. So we're going to be on this journey. I'm so proud of you. You've already lost in a couple of weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks, 14 pounds. It's really incredible. Yeah. Congratulations.
Well, when you have a lot to lose, it comes off fast.
Well, I've got a lot to lose. My goal is about 50 pounds. I want to drop down about 50 pounds.
And I want to lose about 75.
Yeah. So you're good. Oh, easy there, Elton.
So
yeah. So I think it'll be a fun journey, and we'll go. Now, again, another good way to do it is, of course, use some of Little Bird Kitchen's mustard seeds.
So I will tell you that I will tell everybody I have used Fred's mustard seed on my weight loss journey.
Yep.
I do not use ketchup anymore at all because ketchup is huge in sugar. I did not realize how much sugar it does. They do have low sugar ketchup, but it does definitely taste like low sugar ketchup. But his mustard seeds,
amazing,
unbelievable. And I've been using
mustard caviar.
Right? Sorry, but if you don't have it, I strongly suggest you do.
And the liquid gold, also very good to just add the things, as well as the cowboy candy.
Right.
I love the cowboy candy.
Cowboy candy is probably not healthy.
Oh, I think it's healthy.
But it tastes good.
So good. It's so good on everything.
But
I put it on.
It feels like it might have some sugar in there.
Yeah, it's a little sweet, but yeah, it's absolutely so good.
Yeah,
which is great.
So anyway, we're gonna. The best part about it is this dog is gonna need exercise because I don't know if you know this or not, but it's gonna be a big dog.
Yeah, it's a golden doodle.
Correct. It's a golden doodle.
And the paws are huge.
And so we're going to start going on walks. And I mean, like I said, I'm not doing it for myself.
Watch your wine.
Okay. My wine is very far away from him.
I'm just letting you know.
He's not an alcoholic yet.
Not yet.
So.
Such a cute dog.
But I will say that, he's going to need to be walked.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to walk him. I have no choice.
That's it.
So I'll do it for him. So it'll get more
simple
exercise.
as that. A little walk and he's good to go.
Yeah. So anyway, so Ashley's going to be an accountability partner.
Fred, come on in.
Be an accountability partner.
Come on, let's do it.
So we're going to check in every Tuesday, and we have to say how much weight we've lost
what we've done. So I started playing basketball this week in the morning. So
that's good.
Yep, my body is telling me that I needed to move. So
Very good.
Very good. So I literally went for the first time on Monday. Listen, this is great. I went from 6:30 to about 7:20. Right.
Wow.
I got 2 games full court in. Went home, showered, put on a shirt to get ready to go to work. Sweat through that shirt.
Are you serious? Just from
just from that, and then changed. I didn't stop sweating till about 8:30.
seriously?
I am dead serious. It was crazy. I had the fat, and Fred, you'll know this. I had the fat guy sweat towel in my car, and I was wiping sweat from my bald head the entire time.
I will tell you that
Yeah.
bald heads do sweat a lot.
Yeah.
That is what I've heard. I don't know that.
Elton's taking a shot.
Yes, Elton is taking a shot.
Good boy.
So, yes. But
Good
so
boy.
yeah, so I think it's good, and I think people have to know that we have to take ownership of what we've done.
Yep.
And we have gotten fat.
And the big thing too, right, is you didn't get fat overnight, so you're not going to lose it overnight.
Correct.
You got to just have that mentality that, hey,
Correct.
Here we go. Big deal that's going on right now. Yeah, always carry a towel. I'm with you. My kids call it the fat guy sweat towel. So,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Not the bald guy. It's the fat guy sweat towel.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
There's somebody who's been taking up a lot of the news lately.
Yeah.
And it's not the president of the United States. A young gal by the name of Gabby Petito.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted to talk about Gabby Petito because
I'm obsessed.
I
am obsessed.
Literally obsessed.
I am literally obsessed. Yeah. I watch it constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something we can all relate to.
We can.
I have a 27-year-old daughter. I mean, I know Gabby was 23,
I got a 25. Mm-hmm.
You have a 25-year-old daughter.
Got a 19-year-old. Yeah.
Goes on a trip.
Falls in love with a guy.
Well, and they were together a long time.
Long time.
And they take a trip together, like they've done multiple times before.
Got matching tattoos.
They were going to get married. The families liked each other.
Loved each other.
And they go on a trip, and one comes back, and one does not.
One comes back, one does not. Yeah.
And it is gut-wrenching. It makes you think of a lot of things. So I thought we could talk about it today. And one of the things I want to talk about is the thing with his parents.
So let's just get everybody caught up out there.
So you tell everybody what's happening.
July 2nd, Gabby and John, I think his name is, right?
No.
What is his name?
Brian Landry.
Oh, Brian. I don't know.
John, Brian, it's close.
Landry. All right. So they leave Blue Point, New York, in a 2012 Ford Transit van. #vanning, right? So these are the young people in America who live out of vans now. They modernized their van.
They fixed it up.
Yep, fixed it up, made it into like a quote unquote camper.
Correct.
So they head out and they leave, and they're going to go around the United States, just living in their van down by the river.
Okay, but not. Right? I mean, yes,
right.
Down in the desert.
July 5th, Petito posts her first Instagram photo of the road trip at Monument Rocks Natural Landmark in Kansas. July 8th through 11th, they arrive in Colorado and post some more videos of Colorado Springs on July 8th. Over the next few days, she poses for photos at Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. July 16th, 22nd, the couple hike and camp in Utah's Zion National Park and Bryce Canyon. So they're cruising and they're just everywhere.
Wait, I want to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I want you to understand, for people who don't know this, she was a internet person that people watched a lot.
Yeah.
So she had huge followers, which is important.
Hundreds of
for
thousands,
this case.
if not millions of followers.
Yes, which is important about this case, which we'll talk about later.
Yep. Then
his name is Douche Nozzle. Yes. Fred.
Yes, Douche Nozzle.
That's
yes,
his name.
It's so true. The guy. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to him. Then in July 26th, she shares a photo of her kissing Landry at the Mystic Hot Springs in Monroe, Utah. July 30th, they arrive in Canyonland National Park. After a 12-day hiatus, Petito shares photos of the couple in Arches National Park. Police in Moab, just outside the park, respond to a 911 domestic call regarding the couple. Body cam video shows Petito sobbing to an officer Police report says Petito hit Laundrie, but no charges are
Okay,
filed.
so let's dissect
Yeah.
this. So I've seen the video a bunch
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah.
And so
she's not a
I've
pretty
heard the
crier.
phone call. No.
She was not a pretty crier.
I found the I've listened to the audio of the 911 caller, and they are talking about how they saw him slap her. Okay, the caller says, I saw him slap her. I think there's a domestic dispute going on. So the police call him, and their body cam catches them, right? And just like any other battered woman, she takes ownership. She says that she made him mad. It's her fault.
My fault.
She Tina said Turner she hit him, and they were actually going to arrest her for domestic battery. Right. And then there's this one instance where a police officer comes out and he says, well, you didn't mean to hit him, right? Like, he's really trying to give her an out. Right. And she's like, no, I didn't mean to. No, hell no.
I meant to hit that.
Right. But she's like, no, I didn't mean to. But keep in mind that the caller said he watched him hit her. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so the police let him go. Now, people have talked about, did those police officers, could they have done anything different? And they've had people look into it. They had the little information. She admitted to being the aggressor. And so, in my opinion, they couldn't have done anything differently. Right. That's just my opinion. Right. Now, they made them sleep separately, but because he was the aggressor, they took him to a hotel and they paid for him to stay at a hotel. Yeah. She slept in the van.
Because she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor. Right. So now you can.
There you
go.
Just
wanted to update people on that.
Yeah. So then on August 13th, Laundry, or whatever his name, Landry. Douche nozzle. Posts his Instagram photo at Arches National Park in Utah with a bizarre caption stating that humans are primates, great apes, in fact. Mm-hmm. August 17th, then, 4 days later, he catches a plane back home.
Yes. Now, in the meantime, you have to note that Gabby, again, was posting daily, multiple times a day. There's been no communication from her social media. Yep. And then her parents, she spoke to her family every day, hadn't heard
from her. Right. And then he flies home on the 17th to Northport, Florida from Salt Lake City alone to, quote unquote, obtain some items and empty and close the storage unit to save money, as he and Petito contemplated extending the road trip. This is what the Laundrie family lawyer, Stephen Bordolino, said.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to be gone. Listen, honey, I know we've just drove across America.
Right.
Let me just fly back home right quick.
Right. I'll be back.
I'll be right back. But you know what? I'm going to close up the storage unit.
Right.
Right. Where they might find more bodies. And then I'm going to,
more bodies.
He's innocent still proven guilty.
No, he's guilty as hell.
And then I'm going to come right back.
Right.
Okay. All right. And August 23rd, then he leaves Florida and flies back to Salt Lake City to reunite with Petito.
Right.
According to the attorney. On the 24th, the couple check out of a hotel in Salt Lake City. Petito's mother says she spoke to her daughter on FaceTime as they were leaving the hotel. The 25th, Petito calls her family to tell them she's in Wyoming Grand Teton National Park, posts her final Instagram photo in front of the Monarch mural in Ogden, Utah. Mm-hmm. All right. She looks good in a swimsuit. God rest her soul.
You're so gross.
Well, there's a picture there. Cute dog, Eddie says. Thanks, Eddie. Welcome to the show. Come on in. You can pet the dog. And by petting the dog, never mind. All right. So on August 30th, Petito's family says they were still receiving texts from her phone until this date.
But they didn't think that they were from her.
The last text she sent her mother said she didn't have service in Yosemite National Park in California. September 1st now, Laundrie returns to the couple's home in Northport, Florida with the van, which is registered in Petito's name.
Right.
I'm not flying. Now, going from Yosemite National Park in California to Florida should take a good couple of days.
Right.
All right, so this is where it gets weird, folks. The last text was on August 30th saying that she didn't have good service in Yosemite National Park. The next day,
Right.
can you go
Right.
then in one
And this
day
is
from there to
somebody,
there
and this is somebody who has,
driving?
well, but I'm saying on her social media, she's posting every day.
Yeah,
Instagram, 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 Instagram. People are following her everywhere.
yeah. So old boy shows up without her. And on the 11th, Petito's family files a missing persons report. On the 14th, the laundries issue a statement through a lawyer saying a search for Petito is underway in Wyoming. Statement says that the Laundry family are remaining in the background, quote unquote, right? Of the investigation. Petito's family also issues a statement accusing Laundry of refusing to tell them where he last saw his girlfriend.
Right.
This is where you and I start going, all right, this is interesting.
Correct.
What's going on?
Now, the police, I don't know if you know the whole reason. I'm going to let you hold him for a few minutes.
Yeah, come on over here, Elton.
He's calming down.
Buddy.
I don't know if you know how, because she was a huge Instagram person, that these Instagram followers started to be detectives.
Right.
So it was all over the social media where all these other people were trying to figure it out because they can do it better than, unfortunately, because social media is so rapid now,
Right.
the police. So this couple, this man and this woman, they know about Gabby. They were kind of in the same similarity, and they remembered seeing her van someplace. They couldn't remember where they did it. Would you stop riling him up some more? He's yours for the rest of the show. So
he's eating my beard.
good. Let him eat your face
down.
here.
He's
So
okay.
anyway, so the police can't find where she last was. I mean, God only knows where they were. Well, these people started to communicate. They started Facebook groups. They started
TikToks.
That's
where I first learned it. TikTok.
Yeah. And finally, these two people said, I think we saw their van. So they went back and looked at all of their social media, and they found a van where it was. It was parked there, and they was just they're driving down a street.
Right.
They had a GoPro on their windshield,
Yeah.
and it catches the van.
Yeah.
Well, the van hadn't moved. It was there for a while.
So
that's when the police decided, now the van's gone, Gabby's missing, nobody knows where it is, but they know where the van was because of that GoPro camera that internet people found.
Right.
So they were able to go to that area, and that's where they found Gabby's body. So literally those TikTok people and Instagram people helped the police locate her body, which God only knows, 10 years ago, never would have found her.
Yes. Now, the Laundry parents go, no comments. We're going to stay in the background, and would not let him come and be interviewed or anything like that.
Well, they said that he wasn't interviewed. So he was there for 4 days, and then mysteriously they call the police and file a missing person, saying that their son left 4 days before, or whatever the days, I'm not exactly sure, and went to the hiking in this place that he goes to, and they just thought it would be okay to let him go. Now,
because he's a survivalist.
Because he's a survivalist, and they didn't think he had anything to do with it. Now, this is where it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about those parents.
Yeah.
And yes, Eddie, Dog the Bounty Hunter is now involved.
That's right.
So I will say this is controversy. This is where I want to talk about what would you do?
Yep.
So now this is your son.
My son.
And your son Spencer my son Sam has a girlfriend. They go on a vacation. Something happens. She doesn't come back. He does.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you make your kid cooperate with the police? Do you give your kid a 4-day head start, which is what they think everybody thinks that they did?
It's looking like what they did.
Right. And they probably told them a totally different direction. He's probably never been in the Sarasota area. He's probably exactly where the bounty hunter says he is, and where?
In Appalachian
Trail. Which, we know about. As a survivalist, we know he could do that. So I don't know. What do you do? It's your kid.
If it's my kid, I lawyer up real fast. Mm-hmm. I lawyer up real fast. I try to get the truth out of my kid. And if it's my kid, I do this. You've got one of two choices, right? You can either turn yourself in. You can either turn yourself in, or you flee. You try to get out of the United States. You go.
So
And
you
guess
would help him get
and
out of the
get
United States?
and guess what? And no, I didn't say I would. I said I'd say you have two choices, right? And good luck. And then you can never come back here. You're dead.
I don't know. I mean, I had this whole conversation with a friend of mine this afternoon, and they said, "What would you do?" Sammy comes home. He says, "Mom, I screwed up.
Yeah.
I screwed up. Mom. I don't want to tell you anything because I don't want you to be complicit, but I don't want you to be an accessory. But something happened, and I don't know what to do." I would think. I mean, if he stole, I would make him go and return the item and or admit to it. So I can't imagine that I'm going to give my kid a 4-day head start and say, "Hey, you know what? Go get him a cup of water." I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would do that. I don't know. What do you guys think out there listening? Do you help your kid? Do you give your kid a 4-day head start?
Right. Yeah. What do you do? I think any parent. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. I try not to break the law, right? And I raise my kids not to, but they're my kids. And guess what? You killed her. So you killed her in, where was it? Where was her body found? California?
I don't remember.
Wherever. But they've got it's the death penalty. So guess what? You are now dead. And here's the deal. You got to go.
Right.
If you got to go. Do not, go.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
And because I'd rather you live than not. And but at the same time, you always do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I don't know how it happened. It was heated, you guys. Whatever. You ended up killing her, and now you have to pay. Hey, Ted, how are you, buddy? I'm just going to jump off. You keep talking, Dawn, because I'm going to get your dog a little cup of water.
Yes, thank you. So I don't know. I'd like to know, hey Ted, I'd like to know what people would do. I think to myself, first of all, let's be honest. I mean, there's nothing other than he did it. I mean, there's no way he didn't do it. And so if you did it, why I don't understand why he just doesn't own it. Does he think it's a national news story, you know? It's a national news story. Everybody's talking about it. There's no escaping it. You know? So, I don't know. There you go. Maybe this will calm you down. Can we put some it's not bottled water, he says.
No, it's not. It's out of the faucet. So here's the real deal. Hey, nice, Ted. Hopefully surgery went well. Very good. Recovering well. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so this guy's still on the lam.
So he's still on the lam.
Dog the bounty hunter's looking for him.
A
guy just yesterday said he swears to God he's 99.99% sure that he just had a conversation with him out on the Appalachian Trail.
Really?
Is like, hey, guess what? Yeah, hiker. He's like, from what I heard, he claims he saw him, and he's just like, yeah, absolutely. So, a Florida engineer who claimed who claimed he talked to Brian Laundrie on the Appalachian Trail. This stupid thing. I'll be meeting them Tuesday or Wednesday. Is the FBI? So he's meeting with the FBI today to talk to it. Hiker told 911 dispatcher that he is 99.99% sure he spoke with the late Gabby Petito's fugitive boyfriend, who was wanted on fraud charges for allegedly using someone's bank card around the time she disappeared. That's what they're trying to get him on because, of course, he isn't proven that it was him that murdered her.
Yes,
right?
But they're saying that he used her credit card.
But in order to arrest him, they're trying to get him on that.
Well, that's how they were able to put a bolo on him.
Yeah. He said the man was talking wild and acting funny. A newly released recording reveals the dispatcher told Davis she would report his call to her sergeant. So there's been a ton of sightings, quote unquote. I don't think what they thought, the laundries thought, was the power of social media.
No, exactly.
I think he's on the lam. He's like, okay, I just got to avoid the FBI. No, literally, the nation knows who you are.
Correct.
And is looking for you.
The whole world is looking for him. I'm looking for that SOB.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand, everybody's looking for him. All those people on the Pacific Coast Trail, all those people on the Appalachian Trail, all of them, everybody is looking for this man.
Yeah. So he was.
And he either has to kill himself or bury himself and put a little one of those hoses if he's a survivalist.
So he's a survivalist. Now, think of this. Here's a guy. He's on the Appalachian Trail. He's got to head north. South just gets you to the Gulf. Right. So you got to head north to get into Canada. He's got to try to get over the Canadian border if he's getting out of the United States. That's what he has chosen. Now, he's a survivalist. He's an outdoorsman. Oh, really? And so this guy now is like, I'm heading north. Now, he's out on the trail. He's a little Weasley looking guy, too. He's not even a good looking guy. This guy. He's a little Weasley looking guy. And you got to assume that he's dangerous, right? But he's going to be footing it.
When I was thinking about
now where the guy saw him was at the Tennessee North Carolina border.
Right. I was thinking about our good friend who did the Kevin, and I was
Kevin
thinking about how many shoes he had to wear.
Right.
And how he said, like, how wet his clothes got. Yep. And I'm thinking, what did this guy take? Like, but then I think, is there...
He had 4 days to do it.
Right. And is there an underground station? Like, are there women beaters that help other women beaters get away? Is he being held in people's... Are people hiding him out in their places?
There are people for that. However, I don't think this family's smart enough to make those connections, right? I mean, in the mafia, it was one thing, right? In the Italian mafia or whatever, like, hey, Jimmy, hey, Johnny, hey, we got to get you, right?
Right.
But I think they're just like, listen, buddy, you got to hit the Appalachian Trail. This is your go-to. You're a survivalist. You can survive. You can get there. You got to get across the border into Canada as quickly as you can. The 4 days, but here's what we did. We created a fake passport, whatever the case may be. You're now, Bobby, Bourdain or whatever, right? And just go. And we'll play dumb, like, oh, I don't know. We went to bed last night. Me and Martha. We all went to bed about right after the 9 o'clock news. Next thing you know, we wake up in the morning. Little Brian, he's gone.
Right.
We don't. He's gone.
What is that accent that you are trying to do?
Yeah, that's my little redneck white people who help murderers accent.
Okay, I'm glad you made them sound like that. That was not Don Bremer saying that. That was Ken Jones. But
what would you have had him sound like?
I don't do accents. I sound like an idiot when I do accents. Similar to you.
Obviously, I do too.
No, don't eat the cords.
Obviously, I do too, right?
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm so obsessed with this.
Yeah.
I think today the Gabby's family was on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil.
And I know that Brian's sister has gone onto social media and said, Mom and Dad, if you've helped them, tell the police what you know. And if the parents did do this, they need to be charged. They need to be charged for the full extent of the law.
Yeah. So check this out, though. Me and you were cordial. We're excited that our kids are doing this. We love Brian. You love Gabby. All this stuff. We're all cordial. We're getting along just fine. This shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now what happens? Gabby Petito's father slammed Brian Laundrie and his family as cowards
Yep.
in a new interview with Dr. Phil today, right? He really doesn't think Mr. Laundrie has killed himself as he lacked the courage to do so. So now he's calling out Brian like, listen, pussy, you killed my daughter. You ain't got enough guts to off
Right.
yourself because you're a coward.
Right.
Right. And anyone who lived in that house is a coward,
And
he
they are.
says. And they are. Absolutely. If you've helped them.
How dare you?
Right.
You know your son came home, Gabby didn't.
Yeah.
And you are somebody else's parent. You know,
Yeah.
you are a parent. And you have a daughter. I think you have 2 daughters. I don't know how many daughters they have.
I've got some daughters.
But imagine if this was your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
No, keep going.
Okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, just Natural Therapy Wellness Center, of course, www.mchenrymassage.com, 815-385-8190. I always appreciate their support for this show. Get a massage. Go call them. They're great.
You are so bizarre.
Anything goes.
With Bremer and Jones.
That's it.
So
I was on that chair. That chair must have a bad thing because it keeps going down. Literally, I felt like a second grader. So
you should bring me that chair for this puppy. It's got a bigger ass holder. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that, so what do I do? Now, you and I are cordial, and it's, what do we do? Well, I'll tell you. I think what I do is I kick your ass.
Yeah.
I come over to your house.
Oh, absolutely.
I grab you by the throat, and I choke you out until you tell me.
And just keep punching your eyeballs.
Yes.
Until you tell me where your son is.
Until you tell me where your son is. I am concerned about Gabby's dad. He looks like he's brinkering on the point of
beautiful bald man. Beautiful bald man.
He's tinkering on the point of what am I doing?
Yeah.
What is happening?
So it's Gabby's dad, but her stepmom.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. But Gabby's mom's around.
And her dad looks like ex-military or maybe a police officer. Pretty good shape. Yeah. Pretty good shape. Young guy. I'm gonna guess maybe in his 40s. I don't think he's all that old, right?
No.
How about a shot there, buddy? I'm done drinking.
Are you done drinking?
Yeah. I would find it hard not to drive to their house
and drag them out and
beat them bloody.
Right.
Yeah, well, you too, huh, pal?
Yeah. What would you do, Elton?
Right. And so I literally hashtag girls dad, which I am. It would take monumental restraint.
Yes.
If somebody killed my daughter, and the parents played that. Now, on a side note, you know Jethro Bodine from the Beverly Hills. He's 103. He is the world's oldest living star.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's 103.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's right there. See that?
Yes.
I didn't know that he was still around.
Right there that you have up there. That's the video of Brian when the police.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now even Brian's sister's fed up with this, and she's saying, listen, Mom, Dad, if you have any idea where he's at or if he did this, you got to come clean. Right. You got to stop this bullshit. Right. So his sister's even saying that.
Well, I'm sure think about what's happening to his sister.
Her life.
Her life is
Isn't that your brother?
That's your brother. Your fucking brother killed us. Your brother's a murderer. You're a murderer. Like, blah, blah,
listen,
blah.
I'm just sitting here working at Osco.
Right.
Whatever, right? I don't know where she works.
So, but yeah, I don't know.
It's messing up her life and her family.
The whole thing, and this has gone global. Like I said, everybody is a sleuth. Everybody's looking for him. Dog, the bounty hunter, is now in him. Yeah, he's on his trail. He says he has 3,000 plus leads he's following up on. I don't know. I think I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I want to know where she is or where he is. I want to go find him myself. I don't mind choking him out myself on behalf of the family. It's a sad, sad thing. It's a sad, sad thing. Did I just say I would kill somebody?
That's also recorded.
Is that a recorded call?
No, you wouldn't. That's just how. That's how. If it was your family, you'd be very frustrated.
Yes.
And yes, that's why I say it'd be very hard to restrain that.
Yes.
Right. Now, if you're this Brian Laundrie, what's going through your head?
I'm screwed. What did I do? What did I do? I've ruined my life. I mean,
So
if I was him, quite honestly, I would just hang myself.
So I tell my kids, I'm like, listen, we watch, my family, we're nuts, right? We watch all these murder
Me
mysteries,
too.
and 48 hours and cold
Dateline,
cases.
2020,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Snapped,
yeah, yeah.
48 hours.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, there is no way in hell you're going to get away with anything
No.
without help from professionals,
Right.
right? There's just no way with all the CSI
No.
and all the
You need,
forensics and all
You
this,
need
right?
a crime scene cleaner.
So, at what point, when you're this dude, are you going, sweet bastards, I gotta make it to Canada?
Well, I mean, like you said, he's probably trying to do that already.
Right? Oh, it's where he's at. He's jump on that trail. Hey, there's a lot of people. They're just going to think you're a hiker. Just keep moving along. Say hi to them, and get to the. Oh, I'm going to eat the. I told him keep you. He is eating the literally the Christmas cactus.
That's because you broke him. I don't know what you did to my
It's
dog.
so great. He's going to be up all night. It's going to be wonderful.
I hate you.
So what's going through your head if you're this guy? If you're just like, okay, listen, because Kevin was humping 30 miles a day, right?
Yes.
On the
Bad choice of word. I got confused for a
on the
minute.
Pacific Crest Trail, right?
Right.
I mean, he 30. I did an easy 29 today. If you're this guy, how many miles are you putting in a day?
I don't know. And you know what I was thinking? What is burned out from the fires? Where the trails go? Where is he ending up? Kevin was came into counter with bears.
Yeah.
Does Brian? Has he come across a bear? I hope a bear ate his head off and chewed on it.
You really dislike this guy.
I hate this man. There are so many different things that you can do besides killing your wife or your girlfriend or your husband or your boyfriend. It's a thing called move on.
There's something that snapped, right? Because they seemed happy. But let's be honest, folks. Let's rewind this tape a little bit. You and your husband are in the car traveling across America. We call it the argument box.
Yes.
You're stuck in the argument box.
Yes.
I don't care how close you are or how well you get along. There's a point in time where you need separation, people.
Right. Well, he got on a plane and he left her for 4 days, apparently.
Well, yeah, and it was her fault for sticking around.
Right.
But
it's not her fault. Nothing's her fault.
As a battered person, or you're afraid to do anything.
Yes.
So,
and I'm going to tell you something. I remember I remember even now that I don't want to disappoint my parents. Yeah. I don't want to, kids don't want to act like a failure. She had thousands of followers over social media expecting her to finish.
So Ted said something great here. He says, the hard thing for me is if it was truly an accident, he should turn himself in. Now, the longer it goes, the harder it will be for him to prove himself innocent.
Correct.
Well, he's guilty. That's why he's running.
Correct.
And so, now here's the cool thing. The part of the story we don't know is all the forensic evidence and everything from the body and how she died. Correct. Right? Do we know how she died?
No, they say it's a homicide, but they're not saying what it was.
So as wildly as popular as this is throughout the United States and perhaps world now, they're not letting us know what the cause of death was.
Correct.
Whether it was a bludgeoning, whether it was choking, whether it was suffocation, whether it was,
rock in the head.
You literally had a heart attack during sex. We don't know. We don't know what it was. I mean, maybe the guy's just that good.
Would you stop making jokes about it? I'm gonna kill you. Somebody's gonna you're gonna get hate mail.
This is the second time on air she has referenced death.
I mean, this is somebody's kid.
Well, I understand this. This is somebody's kid, but at the same time, we don't know what the cause of death is.
No, we don't know what the cause of death is because they're keeping it from us.
Electrocution, drowning. We don't know, right? Yeah. And Eddie says, "Yeah, I'm a witness here." See,
Eddie, be quiet. I know where you live.
I know what car you drive. I know
everything about you, Eddie.
Right.
Move on.
Trust me. Keep
There's
going.
nothing to see.
Turn
here.
the channel.
Yeah, seriously.
So what is justice
for him?
Right. What is justice for him?
I think he should start off by being whiteboarded.
Whiteboarded?
Yes.
What is whiteboarded?
Isn't that what it's called?
Waterboarded?
Waterboard.
Yes, we're going to give a dry erase marker. We're going to whiteboard
We're
him.
going to whiteboard him. Waterboard him, motherfucker. Let's do that. And then peel off his toenails and then his fingernails and then pluck his body hair one by one. I want him and put ants on him and honey and bees.
Yeah.
Like he deserves to be tortured. Because you know what? I want you to think about these poor parents. The parents. Listen, my son is 17 years old.
Listen.
And he goes out for an hour or two and I don't know where he is. You hear an ambulance and it's, you know, he was in that vicinity. Your heart sinks. You start to panic.
Can
you
somebody say
hyperventilate.
Helicopter parents?
I am. I mean, I let my kids do a lot.
Listen, I don't even know my kids. Like,
I'm telling you, but
no,
to know what have happened.
I love them all.
Eddie, now what is that? Yes to the what I want to do to him, Eddie, or yes to your murder?
Yes. Which one is that? But here's okay. Now let's rewind. You're the laundry's parents, right? Now the guy's on the lam. There's a lot of heat. Do you not have social media?
Who, the parents?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that your lawyers and everybody tell you to not get on.
Put bleach in his eyeballs.
Thank you, Eddie. Agree. Oh, I like that.
That'll sting.
I want him to have
muriatic acid.
How about bear spray him every 10 seconds?
Muriatic acid, little drips in the eyeball. Just let it foam up.
That's fine too.
So here's the deal. At some point, I think that there is good in everybody. And at some point as a parent, you're like, God, son of a bitch. Here's what he did. Because once he gets caught, and he will get caught.
He will either be found dead or alive, but he will be
once he gets caught. You parents now are accessories.
Correct.
You have decided, and you're an accessory. Now you can play dumb all you want. Oh, I don't know. Right? No, you sheltered him. You wouldn't let the media talk to him.
And
you wouldn't let the family talk to him.
4 days. The police are wanting to talk to him, and you wait 4 days to tell the police that he's not at your house. I don't know. He said he'd be right back.
And listen, here's the deal. Nobody plays stereo. I mean, when we were kids, we had a stereo with big speakers, and you could turn it on, and it could be loud.
The boombox.
Or the boombox, right? And you'd be like, well, I don't know, man. The boombox is cranking. We thought he was just, working out his anger and sadness. We didn't go in his room. It was crazy. The door was locked. Whatever. Well, people now play the music on their phone. So if the phone goes bye-bye, so does the music.
Right.
And eventually the phone will die before 4 days.
And like they can't track him. So like he turned his phone off for 4 days. His parents
probably doesn't have his phone anymore.
But his parents never tried to call him. His parents just said, nope, he decided to. Yeah. Gabby's missing, but he decided to go for a couple of day hike. He said he'd be back.
Yeah.
Seriously? Now we're concerned he killed himself?
Yeah.
Who taught these parents to?
This is very exciting stuff.
It is. I'm obsessed with it.
It's very exciting stuff, right?
I'm obsessed. So, and if you look at them, they're just an average couple. Now, I will tell you, if you want to talk controversy, I do think that I agree with what's been said in the news media, that it's very, very, very sad that around the same time frame, lots of other African-American, Indian, Asian people have gone missing, and there's no coverage like this. And that does need to change. I agree that needs to change.
Yeah, but she had hundreds of thousands of followers.
I agree.
Maybe millions of followers on her TikTok and whatnot, right?
Yes.
And not everybody who goes missing has that following.
No,
right?
They don't. But
and I will say that it's the only reason that it's headline news is because of all the play on the social media. So here's what happens. The network news is like, we're missing money here. And how can TikTok be breaking news and everything and we can't? So we've got to jump on this and get our piece of this nut,
Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying in general, there's got to be more for missing people. Social media has proven that we as social media people can find people better than the police. So I think that there has to be some more social media on missing people, because it is proven from Gabby's story that individual people have GoPros, Ring cameras,
Sure.
all the social media, everything you have. The police have access to the dash cams, and they have to the street cams,
Listen,
but they don't have access to
when I
everybody's
was a
social
kid,
media.
when I was a kid, I was delivering papers for the Des Moines Register back in Iowa. And when I was delivering, Johnny Gosh went missing. Do you remember that name? Johnny Gosh is a big thing, went missing. And that was a big deal back then. And then, my parents got a little concerned and drove me around for a couple of weeks because, Johnny Gosh went missing. Have we ever found that guy? Whatever happened to Johnny Gosh?
I don't know.
Right?
Did you ever find him?
I don't know. Right?
Google that.
So the whole thing is,
let's Google that.
Let's Google that.
I'll Google it.
You can do it right there if you Google.
I'll Google here.
So yes, with the police can do an amount, and they, of course, they can only act on so many people. Hey, I saw him. Hey, I was down at the 5 and Dime, right? And he stopped in. We had coffee, just so I can get on the news or get in social media, get my face on there. So there's a lot of things that they're doing. However, social media, if there's hundreds of thousands of people looking, watching, trying to figure this out, then that's 100,000 eyes as opposed to, what the FBI can do.
Right.
Or whatnot. Now, I will say this. I will guarantee you.
Yes, he was found.
He was found? Mm-hmm. What, dead?
In 1990, yeah.
Oh, 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think it was him. Anyway, I think he's still alive. Anyway, here's the deal. I can guarantee you there are 500 FBI agents with backpacks on going up and down that Appalachian Trail, acting like hikers. Don't eat my microphone, Elton.
No, just eat my arm instead.
He literally will not drink the tap water.
He won't. He's only drinking
this dog will not drink out the tap water. My dogs drink out of the toilet.
Okay, but your tap water is orange.
Well, no, that's one of those heat sensitive cups.
No, it's not.
It's one of those heat sensitive cups. It is.
You tried to give.
He's a dog. He licks his own balls.
Not lately. He doesn't have them right now. He can't find them. They're very small.
He trust me.
Listen, just move on.
He's not afraid.
Stop talking about my
dog's
not afraid.
Balls. Oh man, I'm late, but hi. Hey Jen, how are you? Great job on the webpage. Jen was the mastermind behind the 216 The Net webpage. Everybody's
great job,
good
Jen.
stuff. And of course, Jen, we're talking about the Gabby Petito disappearance and what would you do? So Jen, oh man, dog balls. Yeah, you turned in right at the right time.
That's right, Jen.
So Jen, what would you do? Gabby Petito. So this guy who's dating your daughter kills her and now is on the lam. Where are you at with that?
Yeah. Are you protecting? Are you going to go kill him?
Yeah.
You're going to find him?
Or better yet, let's say that your daughter kills her boyfriend, comes back and goes, well, yeah, some crazy shit went on in the van. Yeah, just keep me away from the reporters for the next few days.
Right.
And then on the fourth day, you wake up and she's gone.
Right. And you don't.
I gotta
know where
go.
she is.
And you don't know where she is, quote unquote.
Do you turn her in, Jen?
Do you turn her in?
in?
What do you do? Where are you at with that?
Right. I am turning in my kid.
Yeah, you're turning him in.
I'm turning my kid in because there's no way for him to live on the lamb.
How about their dad?
Being tortured. What?
What about their dad?
I'd turn him in for a crime he didn't commit.
No. I mean, would he turn him in?
Yeah, he wouldn't want to have anything to get against him.
No way. That brother would go on the lam with him. Road trip.
He would be like, "You grab the weed.
Let's go." Right.
That's hilarious.
No, we're just kidding. Not really. But anyway, that's an interesting outfit. You're right. So. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard when you're in that position. You and I both know that if a teacher does something crazy to our kid, we're right there in their face going, "What?" Right? I mean, we're there right now to protect them.
Right.
You're there to even though it's that bad, aren't you still there to protect them?
I don't know. I'm not there to protect my kid over a crime. I'm not there. What would I do? I would rage the heck out of someone harming my daughter. Right. But the question, Jennifer, is would you turn your daughter in?
Would you turn your daughter in if it was on the other
she killed her boyfriend, Do you help her get away,
Yeah.
or do you turn her in? That's what
Jen
I
wouldn't
wanna
have
know.
to do anything. Listen, Mike would take the lead if anybody hurt their daughter. Jen would just stand there and cheerlead. Yay!
So I don't know. I just think that I can't imagine giving my. I'll tell
That's
you,
so
I would be
crazy.
so scared
Yeah.
that somebody's going to find him and
Yeah.
torture him worse than the being in prison. I would be so concerned about what would happen to my
Well,
kid.
he ain't making it
on
out of
the-
prison, that's for sure. Not after this ordeal.
No,
right?
he's not.
He ain't.
No.
All right, listen, guys. This has been the kickoff of season 2. Anything goes with Bremer and Jones. This is what we're doing. We're having fun. We're going to be drinking the wine. Give me the thumbs up, the thumbs down on your Panache Lane
It was all right. I didn't mind
flamboyant
it.
white wine, sugar free.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah. This was very, very good.
Yeah.
It's not real heavy.
No, and it's low carb, low sugar.
Low carb, low sugar, and it's not real sweet. Yes, if she killed someone,
she would need the proper mental evaluation to be turned into a 30s.
There you
That's
go.
my girl, Jen.
there you go. Right?
So
It's hard. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
And I hope that I pray that I never have to be. So this is how many paws? How many paws? 1 to 5. The Panache Lane. Where are you going with it?
where are you going? To give us a paw. He's giving us 2.
2 paws. 2 out of 5.
He's giving your water.
Yeah,
A negative.
literally.
And now look at now he's tired.
Literally, this dog.
Seriously.
Literally, this dog did not drink the tap water.
No.
He
and
drank
now
the
this
bottled
dog is
water.
laying down dead.
Yeah.
Look at.
It's good.
I'm gonna kill this dog
It's
after
wonderful.
I kill you.
It's beautiful. Listen, Panache Lane, give us a call. We'd love to have you sponsor the show. Your flamboyant white wine is absolutely spectacular. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's not heavy. It's not too sweet.
No.
It's not
And
bitter.
it doesn't even taste like much of an alcohol.
No, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
I'll let you take it home.
Yes, my golden is the same way. Yeah. Of course, this is a golden doodle. But yeah, check out Panache Lane. Give them a try, folks. Listen, the hour is up. Season number 2 is underway. Come back next Tuesday for Anything Goes with Bremer and Jones, because who knows what's going to happen, because you know what? Anything goes
with Bremer and
Jones. And she is Bremer.
And
I'm Jones. And listen, if you're selling a house, give her a call.
Yes.
She'll take care of you.
Thanks, everyone. And Elton John says bye.
Let's rattle this up. The play out music. Yep, check out the new website, 216thenet.com. It is awesome.